Hi, this is Pastor Charles from Revival Summit Ministries. Well, today I want to bring us an interesting topic that happens to do with every marriage in global, and I want to touch on areas that are so sensitive, which I believe will help some of you out there to strengthen your relationship with your other families of your wife or your husbands. And one of the key words I want to bring out here today is when you are dealing with your in-laws, when it happens to do with your brothers and sisters. Now, as a man, when you get married, I understand that you place priority to your siblings, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your nieces, your nephews, depends on which one that are so close to you. But listen, once you get married, the priority becomes your wife. Your wife is your first priority. Your husband is your first priority. You don't have to give any priority to your brothers. You don't have to give priority to your sister. So your first priority you need to do is to give priority to your wife and to your husband. Most of the times we make mistakes because we want to please our siblings, want to please our parents, and we forget that we are married. Now, whenever you are dealing with things like this, in terms of buying things, in terms of giving them money, in terms of discussing your family affair with your siblings, it is wrong. Now, first of all, before you give to your siblings, make sure that you have done your due diligence to your family. First of all, principally, before you now hand over anything to your siblings, being your father. I'm not saying you don't have to take care of your parents or your siblings, but I want to lay emphasis on this. Priority matters, and that priority has to do with you, your wife, and you, the man, as a husband. So now, most of the times we fail in marriage because we place priority to our siblings. Now, it is very bad for a man or for a woman to carry their marital affairs to their brothers, or discuss their wives to their brothers, or discuss their husbands to their brothers. It is very, very bad. So in that so doing, you are releasing information that was not supposed to be there. You are releasing information that they're going to belittle your wife, they will belittle your husband. So when you are giving information to these people, be rest assured that these informations are information that you have spoken with your wife about, and in as much as that, you should not relate anything to your siblings when it happens to do with an affair with you and your spouse. I want to touch the area of handling your in-laws. Now, when you're dealing with your wife or your husband, there are some certain things you should not take out to your siblings. As a man, you want to buy a house, you want to buy a vehicle, you want to buy a landed properties, and the first person you will run to is your siblings. I'm not saying these things are bad, but listen, let me tell you something. The best person that will discuss this thing is your wife and to your husband. Before you take any move, as far as destiny is concerned, is to your wife and to your husband. So when that is done first, then you can now plan on how to involve your siblings who you're going to mobilize to ensure that destiny is achieved. Hello. So once you've done that, it's the priority. So place priority on where it matters, and when you do so, the Lord will bless you and your marriage will be successful. God bless you. Don't forget to follow the page on Facebook. You can follow on Instagram, you can follow on TikTok, you can follow any social platform, Revival Summit Ministries. You can like, share, and subscribe to our page. As you do so, the Lord will bless you richly and mightily in the name of Jesus. And one more thing, please, also encourage us by giving us stars. That helps us to bring you some biblical content that will encourage you and your loved ones. God bless you.